Greetings, my fellow humans. 'Tis I, your humble bard. Well, it's looking pretty. It's looking pretty in the 414 today. There's snow clinging to the trees, and a little bit of sunshine peeking through over the lake. But it's gonna get cold in the next couple of days. I mean, brutally Midwestern, below 0 degrees Fahrenheit, cold. At times like this, I worry. I worry about those that are outside, and I don't mean just our four-legged friends. I worry about my fellow humans who may not have shelter, who may not have food. And I worry about them because we human beings tend to let other human beings suffer in ways that most of us would object to if they were any other animal. If you're cold, they're cold. But people make choices, or so we like to tell ourselves. Here's a choice you can make. Recognize that if someone has the right to life, they have the right to that which sustains life. And if you think someone needs to give you a good reason why they need food and shelter, you are cruel. I'm sorry you don't like me saying that, but you are cruel. I know you will use a lot of words to justify why somebody doesn't deserve to have food and shelter or why they can't get it for themselves, but all of that is just you trying to make yourself feel better because you don't want to look in the mirror and tell yourself, I am a cruel person who thinks people should not have food and shelter. They should. Everyone should have food and shelter. We used to live in a world where that was just taken for granted, where when a stranger appeared at your doorstep, you let them stay for the night and you gave them food. That used to be the way our world worked. Now, people who think they are well-meaning, good people will happily step over another suffering human being because that person made choices. There are no systems keeping people from acquiring food and shelter for themselves. There are no inequities, injustices, anything like that. And even if there are, that's none of my business. I am merely an individual and can only do the things that I can touch. Please, my fellow humans, let us get away from that way of thinking. Let us find within our hearts and within ourselves the means, the ability, the power to bring people in from the cold, to give them food, to give them a warm place to sleep, and to not ask them to give us a good reason why we should. What the hell is wrong with you? Seriously. Why is it so easy for you to expend word after word about giving mice cookies and steak and lobster for the poors and so many more words about how much better poor people in rich countries have it than poor people in poor countries, as if that made anything better? What is wrong with you, you shameful, well-fed, rich white people on your conservative talk shows, talking about how just and right and good it is for poor people to pull themselves up? You ought to be ashamed of yourself. And I'm going to be here to tell you,